Have you ever seen a baby float in water? It seems magical, almost impossible. How can something so small and seemingly fragile stay afloat? The answer lies in a fascinating blend of science and cultural beliefs. For centuries, people have been intrigued by the ability of babies to float. In some cultures, it's seen as a sign of good health and fortune. In others, it's simply a natural phenomenon. But what does science have to say about it? To understand why babies float, we need to understand buoyancy. Buoyancy is the upward force that a fluid exerts on an object submerged in it. This force is why boats float and why we feel lighter in water. The amount of buoyant force an object experiences depends on its density relative to the fluid it's in. If an object is denser than the fluid, it will sink. If it's less dense, it will float. Human bodies are close in density to water, which is why babies, especially newborns, have a higher proportion of body fat compared to adults. Fat is less dense than water. This higher fat-to-muscle ratio gives babies a slight buoyancy advantage, making them more likely to float. Think of it this way. A small, inflatable pool toy floats easily because it's filled with air, which is much less dense than water. Similarly, a baby's higher fat content acts like a little life vest, helping them stay afloat. Section 4. Floating babies, a cultural perspective. In some African riverine communities, the ability of a baby to float is more than just a scientific curiosity, it's deeply intertwined with their cultural beliefs and traditions. For these communities, a floating baby is seen as a sign of good fortune. It's believed to be an indication that the baby is truly born of their tribe and blessed by the river god. This belief highlights the profound connection between these communities and their natural environment. In conclusion, the ability of babies to float is a testament to the wonders of science and the diversity of human culture. While science explains the phenomenon through the principles of buoyancy and density, cultural beliefs add another layer of meaning, demonstrating how deeply intertwined we are with the natural world. Understanding both perspectives allows us to appreciate this phenomenon in its full complexity.